All right, guys, we're going to do a death battle. And we haven't done one in a long time. Simply because they were blocking them and stuff like that, which I found to be very weird.
And we're lazy. That's just me. Sorry.
I was going to say that. That's why I stopped doing them. Because, like, I'll try to put it up, and they would block it. And then I'm like, how are you blocking characters that you don't have the right to use? You know what I mean? the copyright thing, to me, gets a little ridiculous when you're using... I know for a fact they do not have the DC comic rights to use the people they use. Or the anime rights to use whatever they're using.
Even if they do, it's like partially...
I don't think they have it at all.
That's probably why they like animate it the way they do, though.
But I'm saying they're using sprites
or
characters from different things, different media that they're just using, but they don't have the rights to use them at all. So how are you going to block somebody?
See, if you want me to be honest, I don't even really like Death Battle. Because of, like, I don't know. That's really...
We're going to get to the battle. We're not going to get to the, like, actual... I don't care about the explanation. This is my thing.
Anyways,
I know what the Reverse Flash can do, okay? And Goku Black...
Doesn't he really literally have the same powers as Flash?
He's a little bit more powerful than Flash.
A little more powerful?
A little bit more powerful.
Okay, I figured.
To me, I would say a little bit more powerful, but I don't know if what I've seen from Reverse Flash in the comic books is more power or just him being like immoral with his power. Maybe the Flash, since Flash is more moral, he doesn't do certain things, and therefore it makes the Reverse Flash just look more powerful. But maybe the Flash could do it too.
Because he would do stuff that Flash wouldn't do.
Bingo, okay, right. So that's why I say
that's fair. It
seems like he's more powerful, but let's just say, I'm not going to say he's more powerful. Let's just say that he's willing to cross boundaries the Flash won't cross.
Right.
Okay?
But who do you think will win between these two?
All right, so I'm going to give you my predictions two ways because that's how you have to do this with Death Battle, okay? If I'm going off my knowledge of what I've seen Goku Black be able to do and what I know the Reverse Flash can do, the Reverse Flash should really mop the floor with Goku Black.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay? But if we're talking about Death Battle and the reasons they allow some people to win, it's a chance that Goku Black probably could win because of Death Battle. I call it Death Battle logic.
Well, okay? Maybe Death Battle will use their noggins.
I'm just saying.
To me... as much as I love Dragon Ball, I don't think Goku Black will win.
I'm just saying, if we're using Death Battle logic,
that's fair.
They could find some minuscule thing and be like, Goku Black did this.
But it's literally like a different person in a different it's a person in a different body, which he doesn't really know the full strengths of it.
True.
Like he could, if he knew how to go Super Saiyan, he could have went Super Saiyan when they first met.
Okay.
Like
I say Reverse Flash should definitely win this.
Yeah, because I mean it's different when you become control of a body, but it's just like you don't know how to use that body perfectly. Like in Xenoverse, Captain Ginyu, he didn't know how to use the full power of Goku's body.
True.
True.
Okay. All right. Cool. So. Let's check this out, and let's see. We're just gonna watch the fight.
I was the one who.
He had a big mouth. Holy crap! Another black cloud.
Mortal sinners, prepare for divine justice.
At least they got that far right.
Oops.
That's something Reverse Flash would do. Just knock the teacup out of his hand.
Excuse me, sir. I'm in need of your services.
Hit him through the moon. And then back again.
Incoming genius. I'll end this fight before it even began. Death in reverse. Magnificent. Mortals, sinners, prepare for divine. Why aren't you dead?
They try to destroy each other at the beginning.
Oh my god.
That's Quicksilver. That's when he lost to the Flash.
Look down upon creation itself. That is the work of a god. Empty threats to a living paradox. How truly foolish. Sorry, was that important? How fun.
How Fong?
If you wear glasses
That's how I
or
expected
contacts,
it.
you must see this. An award-winning doctor reveals an astonishing...
We've sent enough people to that sun. We really should have a timeshare.
This was a fairly tricky matchup to figure out, least of all for their incredible levels of power.
Black could destroy a universe like ours at least 660 times over. I mean, a punch at least as big as a star is really badass, but that's in another league.
However, there was a lot more to cover than just how many stars or universes they could blow up. At their peak, both Goku Black and Reverse Flash were so impressive they were removed from time itself, becoming living paradoxes, making any attempt to kill either of them meaningless.
Stupid time travel.
It's difficult to determine who would figure out a counter to this temporal invincibility first, but it would most likely rely on a combination of speed and smarts.
As far as speed goes, it's no surprise Thawne definitely had the edge. Yeah, Black's attacks could reach speeds quintillions of times faster than light, but Thawne is a Flash.
Even early in his career as a member of the Flash family, Wally West could reach speeds that were impossible to comprehend and calculate. There are numerous examples of this for multiple iterations of the Flash, many of whom Thawne was clearly equal to.
Plus, he's kind of an expert when it comes to timey-wimey bullshit.
And he could likely overpower Black and destroy said time ring too. After all, Thawne once generated enough energy to counter the destruction of the entire DC universe, which is stated in comics to be at least 100 trillion light years in diameter. That's over 1 billion times larger than our own universe, and over 70 million times larger than Dragon Ball's Universe 7.
Sort of
Damn.
impossible to lock down the exact limits of Goku Black's upper strength without getting into lots of assumptions and guesswork. He's obviously stronger than Goku was when he clashed with Beerus, but even being super generous with training and power boosts and multipliers, the gap here is way too wide to be able to just assume Goku Black could match this level of power. The DC universe is just too big. And remember, Barry and Wally's race almost ripped apart the entire DC multiverse.
It's also important to stress that Goku Black is not Goku. Goku's drive and willpower can push through even the most absurd limits to potentially match higher levels of power. Zamasu took Goku's body because he's more than willing to take shortcuts. It's an entirely different mindset.
Yeah, and once he took care of that time ring, Reverse Flash had a lot more options than just overpowering Black. With that super speed, he could pretty easily scramble Black's insides or age him to death with a touch. Zamasu may have been a deity even without the time ring, but Goku's body is mortal with a limited range of age. Might have really screwed yourself with that one, huh, Zamzam?
Goku Black was a nightmarish foe, but Thon's experience with time travel, ridiculous levels of hacks, and frankly impossible speed gave him the means to take the win.
This fight was definitely not underwhelming.
The winner is the Reverse Flash.
As it should be.
See, I don't even think Goku Black could even keep up with the speed of Reverse Flash.
See, my thing is, like, they mentioned it, but, like, one of the things I saw him do in a comic book one time was, we all know the Flash can, like, travel through time or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's easy. But I sat there and watched Reverse Flash revert a person in their own, like, I don't even know the word, because it's probably like a real scientific word for it, but like their own space that they were in, like their own time space. I don't even know the word, but he was able to revert that person back to a state. So he was sitting there talking to someone. Well, no, he ran around and he was like sitting there, like, you know, kind of like running around because like they figured out who was behind it and it was him.
Yeah.
And he was running around and this dude was standing there and he literally reverted him, changing the time around him back to when he was sitting in a wheelchair.
Damn.
And I was like, when I sat there and seen him do that, I said, he just changed the time around a specific person, not running through time like the Flash. He changed the time around a specific person. You know how powerful you have to be to sit here and come here and be like, you know what? I'm going to make you 58 years old and just be able to do that. And now you're 58 years old in this time. I was like, no. He's way too powerful. But I don't know if the Flash could do that, because Flash probably could do that. He just doesn't do that. You know what I mean? So that's why when I think of things like that, and they try to put these DC characters versus like anime characters, I'm like, no.
See, that's one reason why I think Goku Black would not even win, even with the time ring. Like, come on now. He's in Goku's body. That doesn't necessarily mean he made him stronger.
Okay, so here's the ultimate question. While we're on this anime versus comic book, Goku versus Superman, who you have winning?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know. So like this is like a big argument for itself.
So if we're gonna say,
See, I would have to say Superman will win. The reason why I say that is because Goku will not use the Rock against Superman. That's against his morals.
no, but let's just take it to what we know that each character needs to have, right? We know that you need to have a yellow sun for Superman to have his powers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? We know that the Dragon Ball universe, Goku's from a yellow... Goku, on Earth there's a yellow sun there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. If we was to say, we're going to take both these characters and stick them in a space to where the stuff that's in their world, like Goku does not know about kryptonite,
Right.
okay? And Superman doesn't know about magic, how the way magic may work in like the DC, I mean like Dragon Ball's universe or whatever. Let's just say that. But we know Goku needs air, water to survive.
Right.
Correct? Okay. And Superman basically just needs the sun to survive. He doesn't need food, water, nothing like that. He just needs the sun to survive. So if you took those two and you threw them into a space and said, all right, you're going to fight until one person admits defeat. It ain't going to be to the death. It just admits defeat. I don't see Goku winning that fight. All right.
I think he'd have a greater advantage because of the martial arts training.
Okay, so we can say he has martial arts training, right?
And
But
when it comes to fighting, Goku is
he's genius, right?
He's a genius when it
he's
comes
a
to
genius
fighting.
when it comes to fighting. But
Granted, he has help with fighting, but fighting people, but he is still a genius.
But let's look at it this way. First off, we really don't have any idea what type of martial arts Goku actually uses. Okay?
Turtle Hermit.
Okay?
He's the Turtle Hermit.
So when we say it's a martial art, is it really a martial art? It's really punch, kick, try to find openings, block. You know what I'm saying?
It's still a form of fighting.
It's a form of fighting. All right? Now, Superman knows all that shit too. He just doesn't use it because he doesn't have to.
Because he's strong, yeah, I know.
He's used it against fighting other Kryptonians because he had to use it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But he doesn't. Why would you need to do all that when you can just punch through their block?
Yeah, but I don't know, because Goku is obviously pretty damn strong too.
He is, but here's my other question.
But there's also different variations of Superman too.
But here's my thing about that is I sit here and watched all this Dragon Ball through all these years. With watching this, I've never seen no one punch through the planet.
Frieza didn't technically punch it. He shot an energy. Actually, I think he did.
Frieza, when he was gonna blow up the planet, he shot energy into it.
Not Namek.
No, I'm talking about Earth.
Oh, did he shoot energy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing died, so.
Yeah, he shot energy into it. No one has punched the planet.
It's kind of
Physically
working.
punched the planet. Superman has done that.
Mm-hmm.
He has vibrated his fist fast enough to reach the impact enough that one punch could decimate the entire planet.
Well, honestly, I don't even see, even with the writers or whatever, I don't even see them having Goku do that anyways, because Goku is, he's a typical good guy.
He's a typical good guy.
He fights to protect the planet.
But I'm just saying, I have never seen, no matter what planet they go to, no matter what space they enter, when they punch and shit like that, there is no large impact. I'm talking about to the point to where if Superman just wanted to sit on somewhere and just throw a punch, the devastation of how fast his fists move through a space would wreak havoc.
I'm sure they could, but it's more of like, I don't think the writers will do that.
Even that's that. Okay, so that's what we're getting down to. Because even Vegeta, let's say Vegeta's powerful. I've never seen Vegeta do it ever. Even in GT, when let's say he killed all the people in the stands or whatever, and shot him with the energy ball, he didn't have to do that. If he was powerful enough. No, in Z.
You said GT.
Did I say GT? My fault. Z.
I was
In
like,
Z,
what?
like in Z, he could have just done that.
That's true.
Literally just
Shockwave.
boom, and that should have been it. You never ever see it. I've only seen it one time.
So I don't think writers like anime like that ever think about that.
I mean, did they think about it when they allowed Goku to get shot and beat with a laser beam?
Shit, anybody get shot with laser beam.
I'm just saying, it was a regular ray gun. He got beat with the ray gun.
Bad ring laser.
so I'm just saying.
That just proves to that he's immortal and he's not as overpowered as everybody says he is.
I'm just saying. So you have someone who can basically shoot fire beams into your pupils of your eyes and destroy your brain without you even being able to see it on a microscopic level. And you're going to sit here and tell me that Goku can deal with someone like that?
You never know.
I'm just saying. He could grab him one time and just cut out his whole lobe.
But you said like halfway away from the universe, right?
No, just in a space where they have their stuff. I'm just saying, like, he can just cut out his lobe where his brain attaches to his limbs and his limbs won't even move anymore.
That's true. But I mean, I don't know.
I'm just saying, if we really sit back and think about these characters, I sat here and watched Goku try to escape from being underwater from Beerus because he couldn't breathe. But then he was like above the planet fighting Beerus in space.
They're still in the atmosphere though.
Okay, so if they were still in the atmosphere, that means Goku can't go into space, which is somewhere Superman can just take him in that whole fight.
Goku was stupid enough to go up there too.
I'm just saying, I don't understand how this argument has not been just resolved by
It's
basic.
because like you can't really, because like there's different forms of Superman too, and there's literally one form of Goku that you have to compare all these Supermans.
Is there though? Because if we're looking at Super, if we involve Super now, right? There's other Earths, like there's other universes, right?
They're not the same.
They're not the same.
No.
Okay, so
because in Universe 6, the Saiyan race of that is still alive, and they're not like they're still warrior based, if I remember right, but they're not as warrior based as Vegeta and Goku are.
Okay, so my question is, how did what's his name?
Which one?
Zatimus?
Zamasu.
Zamasu. How did he get Goku's body?
So in one of the, who was it? I think Supreme Kai actually took him to a different universe's Supreme Kai to meet or whatever. And in that Supreme Kai, they're talking. They're like, I don't really remember, but him and Zamasu had a little spar.
Mm-hmm.
Zamasu being, I'm an almighty deity. I'm a god. This man can't be me. What the hell? Goku, goes. I think he goes Super Saiyan. Let's just say, and just, Goku surprises him. I think he beats him.
Right, they fought or whatever. I remember that.
They beat him in that spar, and it's just like, I guess he was just so impressed with the power or something like that. And he was like, so if I get his power, then maybe nobody will stand against me.
But how did he get his body if there's only one Goku?
Super Dragon Balls.
So he just wished for another Goku to take his body?
No, he since the time ring,
Mm-hmm.
he used the time ring. He went to a different time before I think after they met or something like that. Because he has a.
Well, how is Goku still here if he took his body?
It's like Trunks Saga. Because the Trunks Saga afterwards, it's a different time.
I'm so confused right now, and this video will probably be way too long.
I'm trying to.
If we sat back here and talked about it, because to me that makes no sense, because that would make Goku a time anomaly if he's able to still be who he is, even though he went back in time and took his body at one point.
Yeah, because like if you think about it, in Dragon Ball Z, Bulma was dead. All of them died, whatever. Then if you see the same hair color and everything, I'm pretty sure, they went back in time and you see Trunks with blue hair, which means he's from a different time era, I would imagine. Because in the that's what I think.
I'm confused, guys. I don't even want to have a conversation anymore because now I'm getting into the timeline with Trunks. It didn't really matter.
It's because of timelines. It's because of Trunks alternating, rerouting the time of time. Because when he went back in time, Goku died in his era, right?
Yeah.
When Goku died in his era, he went back in time, saved Goku, and Goku is still alive because of Trunks. But Trunks went back to his era, and Goku is still dead. Which means it's like the universe it's still the same up to that point, but it takes a curve. Like there's different timelines. It's so dumb. Like it's hard to explain, but it's so dumb.
This time shit's making my head hurt because
but
now it doesn't make any sense.
It's the same concept with like what he did. He basically used the Trunks concept, went back in time, wished or not or whatever, went to the Super Dragon Balls, because they're the size of planets, whatever. He's like, I want my wish to take over Goku's body, and he got Goku's body. Then, because you can't time travel without that ring on or the Supreme Kai.
Okay. All right, guys, our fault. We went way off base here. Reverse Flash 1, he's very powerful. My head's starting to hurt thinking about this time shit because it makes no sense.
it's long story short, it's Trunks' fault
But see, Trunks' future wasn't even fixed whenever they beat freaking the androids and beat.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like that had no effect.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's because that Trunks came back from that same timeline to help him.
I'm Nixon. I don't even know what to say anymore on this video. That's crazy. It's like the writers was just like,
it's either that
nope.
or the Zamasu of that timeline went back or went to a different timeline to meet that Zamasu. Like, hey, bro, you should get that dude's body. All right. Then Truck's timeline, that Zamasu takes Goku's body.
See, in like a DC universe, it would make sense because you have all these different universes.
Yeah.
And there's versions of people.
Because like even in one of the episodes, they actually go back in time when they learn Zamasu's a bad guy. Beerus kills that Zamasu. Just dead. Then they're like, what the hell's still going on? Something's happening. Goku Black and Zamasu are still there. Because they're different time.
I'm out.
Different time people.
I'm out.
It's so stupid.
I'm out. The writers were just like, whatever.
Yeah.
When it came to that.
It's technically two Zamasus in the same room, if you think about it.
I'm out. That makes zero sense. I'm out. That means none of
I
that.
can't explain it. You have to watch it.
I am out. No, I watched it. That's why I'm like, when I was watching it, like, I was so confused. I was like, what? Like...
Because it doesn't matter if you go back in time and fix it. That timeline in that point of time, in that present state, will continue as is.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but if you go back to your timeline like Trunks did, it'll still effed up.
That's why I was like, when they were explaining it, I was like, so there is no there's basically no time flow. Basically, like if something's going on. At the point that it's going on, it's just going to continue to go on.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if you go back. Like Trunks could have went back and beat Raditz and beat all this other type of stuff, and it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know what I'm saying? So
It's stupid because the timeline goes like this. Trunks comes and f's it up, but doesn't fix his timeline, so his timeline's still stuck like that. Even though he comes back more powerful and kills whoever. Like, it's so dumb. I don't.
Bro, I'm out.
I don't know, man.
My fault.
Watch
man.
Dragon Ball Super. I'm trying.
I'm out.
It's been a while.
Oh my god.